Hey, pretty people. Welcome back. I'm your host, Kallyn, and this is The Kallyn Show. Hi, welcome back. It has been a long-awaited, I don't know how many months, but today I'm joined with beautiful Lillian, my girl Cameron back there, and then you're seeing her again, Haley. She was on it before, and today we're just talking about past, present, future, and all the things in between. Okay, I think we're first gonna start about, they're all seniors, and so they're going off to college next year, and womp womp, I don't want to talk about it, whatever. And so I think if there was like one thing you've learned from your past, or like advice to your younger self, what would it be? Where would you go different?
I'll start, I guess, with like freshman year. I like really messed around like with my grades and stuff, and I thought that they were important and they weren't going to carry with me throughout high school. Wrong. It's like affected my entire high school like education and stuff because I can't take like some classes, or I don't have a high enough GPA to apply to stuff. Even though I've kept a good GPA for the other 3 years, I wish I could tell my freshman self like snap out of it, like this is actually important. But yeah.
I feel like mine is just like being able to be your own person and not having to like make your decisions based off what other people are doing. Like if you want to go to something, go to it. Don't go just because, or don't not go just because other people aren't. And like that was really true, like going into like deciding on college stuff. Like I was like, oh, I don't want to go here because my friends aren't going here. I don't want to do this because my friends are doing this. And instead, I just, like, kind of learned to do my own thing and be my own person. And, like, you have to kind of think about yourself and not just do things because other people do them.
I would say, personally, for me, the biggest thing was I wish that I got more involved sooner. Like, now, I'm super involved in things, and I've made so many friends. But I wish that I would have started that a lot sooner so that I could have grown in it and it better developed me to the person that I am today.
Going back to what Haley said, like, being your own person. Like, this summer, I had, like, a rude awakening. Like, I have no idea who I am. And so I would literally just, like, go to the movies by myself. I would go to dinner by myself, like, at restaurants. And and I would, like, sit in my bed and be like, who are you? Like, honestly, like, deep down on a different level. And, like, but yeah. Figure out who you are.
Dude, that was deep. Have you ever
That's really deep.
have you ever listened to the Date Yourself Instead podcast?
No.
It's so good. But that's what that just reminded. This is making me so mad that my mic's not whatever. Anyways, that's what it reminded me of. But also going back to like Lillian, like getting involved, I think, and tying it all together is finding, like, you don't have to be friends with people just because you think that would make you cool and, like, I don't know, not cool necessarily because I feel like that's not, like, everyone's motive, but you just feel like you need to do this, need to...
Validated,
yeah. And I think finding people that are actually, like, healthy for you, they add to you, they don't complete you, like, compliment you, not complete you in a sense, I think is something I would go back and tell my younger self, because I still struggle with it today. Like, oh my god, I wish I was doing this, but in reality I wouldn't be any happier if I was actually there doing the activity.
Yeah, finding friends is like a big one. Like my freshman year, my sister was a senior, and I was like, oh, like I need to hang out with like all the seniors, like that makes me so cool, like, and everything. And like I thought that validated me to everyone else in the school. And then like they graduated and I was like, oh, I literally have no friends in like my own grade or anywhere. And like I remember stressing, and then I went to like Pitt State camp, and like that made it 10 times worse because no one wanted to room with me. And then I got locked out of my room with
That's traumatic.
By
like,
someone who's now her best friend.
yeah,
So.
but yeah, Ashlyn Banker, if you're watching this. No, but and I was like, I remember sitting like in the bathroom, like on the phone with my mom, and I was like, everyone hates me, and like just like crying. And then I was like, no, like find your own friends. And then you said, and don't be afraid to like introduce yourself to people you want to be friends with. Like I remember being terrified of Lillian, and then we had second semester.
That's fair though.
Then we had second semester bio
Yeah.
together, and now we're here.
I love Kallyn. She's one of my best friends.
I also would agree with that because you were in that position freshman year, but I'm actually going through that right now. And it's not even like I'm friends with seniors because I think that would like make me better than everyone else. It's just like seniors are the people I hang out with, but like they truly the group of people I think I work best with, and all of my friends are graduating next year, and what am I supposed to do? Eat lunch in the bathroom by myself?
Maybe for like the first 2 weeks, that might have to be your best bet.
That's what I'm saying, because I'm like emo some nights about it. I'm like, I
Yeah.
can't.
And like, be nice to everyone. It's not cool to be a mean girl. Like,
That is so true.
When
It's
you're
been
gonna
a-
die and you're gonna go out being known as a bad person, like
Yeah.
just be nice because everyone's going through their own stuff. Everyone's on their own path, and it just really doesn't matter.
That's like another thing I've learned is like when I was like a freshman, I like specifically remember like certain seniors would like go in the bathroom and be like, oh, like your outfit's cute today, and like little things like that would like make my day. And I always thought like, oh, that's so weird. Like it's weird to like compliment people and things like that. Like they're gonna think I'm so weird and creepy, but like little things like that just like make people's day.
Yeah.
So like doing just like I don't know, noticing people even if you don't know them.
Be
I would
yourself.
say something that helped me a lot to become more myself was romanticizing like little
Yes.
parts of your life. Like
Yes.
my favorite thing to do is just go on a little coffee date by myself, pick up some Starbucks, go to the library, work on whatever I'm working on for like school or personal, and then like go take a walk and adore nature. And I truly feel like it made my personality what it is today. Like if you know me well, you know I'm very like whimsical about things, and I'm just like, oh, like look at the pretty tree, and it's like, no, I just do that because that's really where you find your happiness. It's just the small things that you can be grateful for.
I would agree with that because I also am the type of person where I post all of my life, like aesthetic little pictures here and there. And it's not just for the looks, but like I think life gets so much better. And we talked about this on my last podcast I did, is when you like romanticize the little things. Like, yeah, I'm going to post this and it's not just for like the likes or numbers, but it's like actually relieving to live in a state of gratitude and just appreciating the little things. And I'm gonna make the pictures aesthetic because it's more fun that way. So
Because it looks cuter. I
Especially
like
this time of year, like when it gets cold and you're in Kansas and it's snowing and it's dark at 5 p.m. and there's like you have all this homework to do because it's like finals and things like that. Like I don't know, just like little things. Like I don't know, sometimes just bringing my coffee to school and having some music just like makes my day 10 times better. If you just like try to enjoy like little things like that, or just like taking 10 minutes out of your day to go sit outside.
I find
What?
I find I don't know if I should like admit this. I find comfort in dancing.
Dude, I just awesome. Like dancing around with your friends to like a stupid little song,
Yes.
and you're all just having fun, and you're like doing those free body movements. It relieves, like it's like proven. No, I watched this YouTuber. Her name's Hitomi. Watch her. Like I'm not kidding you. She's like all about romanticizing your
What's
life
her name?
and loving yourself. Hitomi.
is this who you just posted on your Instagram?
Yes. She is everything, and she's like introduced me so much. Like watch her and you'll understand why I am.
Okay.
And yeah.
Watch
Okay.
Matt Rife and you'll understand.
Okay, honestly though, like me and Hannah, like all the time, we'll just like take an extra lap when we're driving home from like cheer or something, like 5 minutes, just so we can like listen to like one song, and just like little things like that, just like
God, that reminds
do
me
for me.
That's
of Lindsay, my little sister. I have a little sister named Lindsay who's a freshman, and I wish that I would have started to connect with her sooner, because now, like, she admits to me, like, that she'll cry, like, at the fact that I'm going to leave next year. She does not want me to go to, I'm going to KU next year, so I won't be here in Hayes. And she, like, it just makes me sad because I'm going to miss her so much. And you get that realization, especially when you're a senior, of, like, random moments you're laying in your bed late at night, and you're like, this is the last year that I'm going to live at my home.
Yeah,
And,
it's
like,
so
be with
crazy.
my family.
No,
And for, like, an extended period of time.
and that's what I was gonna say. Like when you brought up Hannah and like the sister connection, that you like really need to pay attention to. I wish I could tell myself like, get over yourself. Like your sister is going to be your best friend and like the only person that you can go to with things, like the one person you can truly trust. And then I remember when Stana was a senior and I was like, oh my God, you're leaving me. She's lived at home for the past 3 years. Like she ain't going nowhere.
If I wasn't like obviously I'll probably come home at least for this summer, but next summer I might actually be traveling abroad for studies. So
Where are you going?
Spain, hopefully.
Oh, you're kidding. I love Spain.
I want
It's
to travel
so
abroad
pretty.
so bad. Or
I
like
want-
study abroad.
Yeah,
You ever
like
seen like
study
Semester
abroad.
at Sea?
Yes.
That's like my dream.
No,
That's my dream.
this-
If it wasn't $30,000
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
if it
for
wasn't
real.
literally a 60K a year, it's kind of crazy.
I saw a TikTok. It was like, do you really want to travel abroad? And I was like, yes. And I went to go look, and it was $45,000 a semester. I was like, but I ain't rich enough for it. So I just like pushed it away.
Well, kind of going on the siblings, like one thing I've been thinking about, like senior year, is like your parents. Like you
Oh,
like
yeah.
you like think about it from your perspective, from like all the time, but like your parents are like, for me especially, like I'm the last kid, so it's like I don't know. I feel like that's really sad for them too. Like they don't have anyone in the house, and like just I don't know.
I'm a middle kid, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I feel bad for my little sister because she always wants to do stuff with like me and my older sister, but she's just not to an age to where she can understand some of the stuff or go do some of the stuff,
That's how me.
which kind of sucks.
So-
And I feel bad. And then like me and Stan are like moving out together and like leaving her at the house like by herself, and like, I feel so bad, but it sucks because she's like 6 years younger than me. She's 9 years younger than Stana, and it's just there's too much of an age gap.
I think I understand that because my sister's 5 years older than me. And I think we would be, like, we're pretty close, but I think we'd be a lot closer. Like, I won't get to a vulnerable state. I think it's very hard for me to do that for anyone. But, like, not even my sister. There's rarely times where I'll let her see me, like, cry or anything or, like, get in fights with her. And I think it's because we were so far apart in age. And also, she hated me until the age of 13. So, like, absolutely despised me.
Yeah.
So I think that's one thing. I'm really grateful for our, like, friendship now because we can go do, like, little dinner dates and shopping and ice cream, and we both like the same thing. But also being at home by yourself and being an only child, it's not frustrating. Like, I enjoy it. I think I got really close with my parents too. They're like BFFs sometimes we're BFFs. But it's like good to have an escape, like my sister's house to go to, and just like, I don't know. I think there's good in everything if you can just find the positive in it.
I feel like you always get like closer with your siblings when you're not living together. Like I think once me and Hannah, we fight a lot. Like I'm sure you guys know, but like I feel like once we go and we live like separately, I think we'll like enjoy ourselves a lot more, and like we'll still be like texting, and like we'll get along a lot better. Cause like all my older siblings, like we used to fight, but then now that they're out of the house, like every time they come to town, it's like, let's go have a little like girls' day together or things like that. Like we enjoy each other, so we never fight anymore now that we're not together.
Sorry, Lily. I never thought I'd miss my brother. Like, that man would run like for like on hours straight, sing the Star Spangled Banner like at the top of his lungs, and I would do anything just like make him like shut up. But sorry, he never would. But then like he like actually moved, and I like didn't like he doesn't come back until like Christmas or like things like that. And like when he comes back, I'm spending like every moment with him because like I truly miss him.
That's how I am. My oldest brother Benton, he still lives in Hayes, so it's like, you know, he comes like visits the house every like once a week. But like Jaren, I really miss Jaren all the time. But me and him were super close before he left. But like obviously he can't just come home whenever he wants. He is usually in season for football or they have stuff going on, and he lives 5 hours away, and so that makes me sad. Like when Jaren left, I spent like 2 days crying about it because I was like, I'm never going to live with him. Like truly never going to live with him again because he won't ever like come back for like the summer or something because he's always going to have football.
Do you know what a weird thought I saw on TikTok? It was like your siblings, which is your closest family now, are going to be your extended family in just a couple
Yeah.
years.
I
I
can
know.
never picture
That's
that.
so weird to me.
That's
Like
my-
I'm not going to be my closest thing to my sister. Like, she will care more about her children than she's going to care about me.
I think about that, like, all the time.
Should we talk about our futures?
Oh, our futures. Yeah.
I'm not really sure where we got to
definitely
this,
got
but
off track.
Yeah.
Basically,
just, like, another
Life
advice
advice,
I'd
don't
give
do
to
that.
myself is, like, if you, like, have an aggressive side part, like, side part's okay, but, like, to the ear, just get rid of it.
Don't.
Because,
rid of it.
Can I insert a picture? I'll insert mine
please
too.
no.
Mine was like here.
I had an aggressive side part, and everyone always says that they had an aggressive side part, but, like, I think mine might take the cake, like, most aggressive of all time.
It was
Freshman
always
year,
have it.
and I think, like, just
Builds
it took
character.
it does build character. It took me, like, a solid year and a half to be able to, like, move it, because it was so aggressive I couldn't just, like, split it down the middle. I had to, like, move it over the time. And once I moved that, like, I'm a changed person since then. Like, it changed my personality.
You know what's so foul with the side? My mom to this day tells me to wear side parts.
Silence.
Like
So
this,
glad you don't
like
give in.
Okay, some
she's-
people look good with side parts, but, like, I'm talking, like, aggressive side
Oh,
parts.
yeah.
If you have one that's, like, touching your ear, like,
I promise you, it probably doesn't
That's not
look
a
good.
side part. That's a comb over.
I had to come over.
Okay. Do you want to tell me? I'm gonna cut that out. I didn't like that. Okay. Let's go into futures. What's your future? Where are you going? College.
Okay.
Let
Were you all
Lillian
gonna
start.
leave
She's
me
got
in
the brightness.
GPS by myself next year? Embarrassing.
Okay. So, I will be attending the University of Kansas. Embarrassing. Next year. I'm going with one of my best friends, Madigan. She's been mentioned a few times in here. We love Madigan. Me and her we're planning on getting a quad. We'll see what happens.
They're the same person.
Yeah, she's literally another replica of me. We're, like, very opposite, but also the exact same person. And then my major is biochemistry. I am hoping to get into med school. We'll see if that works out for me. If I could go anywhere in med school, I would absolutely go to, like, the New York area. Top choice, it's an Ivy League, so it's a long shot. Columbia. I love Columbia.
Oh, yeah.
And their neuroscience program is, like, the top neuroscience program. And then, if not that, NYU. I love NYU so much. And they're also, like, one of the top schools for neuroscience, which is leading me into what I want to do. I want to be a neurologist and be a little doctor of the brain. And if I don't want to end up being a doctor, I want to work in a lab, because I don't know if I'm exactly the most, like, I love people type of person. Like, I think I am, but I also enjoy just sitting by myself and conducting fun little experiments.
That's
I conduct many experiments.
Lillian said that.
I'm
So me and Lillian are in the same friend group, and she said that she's gonna take each of us, saw us in half, and then sew our brains together.
and then see what happens. Like, connect them together and see what would happen. Another thing, right, this is not even neuro related, but a recent science project I'm working on is I don't know what my blood type is. And so there's a fun little experiment you can do with different chemicals that you mix with your blood. And
Are
based
you
on the result,
drawing your own blood?
yeah,
I
like,
just
so
want
I'm
you to know
gonna
that
I'm gonna get a little kit and I'm gonna draw my
Oh,
own blood
Lillian,
and get, like, a little vial.
Lillian's
Oh.
favorite place, like,
And
for,
then
like,
I'm gonna put it into little little
Lillian,
petri dishes.
I know how to draw
and-
blood. Just let me do it.
Karen,
quick.
could you draw blood for me at the walk-in?
Yeah, or I
Like-
could just do it at your house if you get a
Lillian
kit.
was talking about it.
Exactly.
Like,
Not
everyone has, like, a
Trinity
comfort
enemy.
place. Like, some people are like, yeah, like, if I need, like, a comfort place, sometimes I like to go, like, sit in the library or things like that. Like, Lillian's is the chemical room.
Dude, mine is the chemical room. I love the chemical room. It's so many different possibilities, and, like, things can mix, and the reactions. Like, I just love science, and I love fun little experiments. And I've always been an experiment girl. I used to have this big book when I was little of, like, different experiments. It was like 365 experiments, and I would, like, conduct all of them. Like, I made, like, crystals out of, like, sugar and water, and just all the fun different things.
See, my happy space is the uterus.
What?
Like,
Karen.
I'm really, like, laughing.
She sounds like a man.
Can you please
Like-
put that in there? Please don't cut that out.
let me explain myself. Like, the things that the uterus can do. Like, we can create a human being. That's, like, amazing. I'm not going to go into depth because I don't know who's watching. But basically, like, I think the female body actually is, like, quite amazing to me.
So, what are you going into? Because I feel like that kind of gives it away.
I'm gonna be I don't know. Okay, I have a little bit of options. Either one, my first choice, like right now, I'm going to Fort Hayes for nursing school, and I'm going to be an OB nurse. OB, if you don't know, is like the person that specializes in your area downstairs. So, and then, or go get my doctorate and be a fertility specialist, which is also, you can put two and two together. And then,
Go for
sorry.
it, go for it.
I've also been looking at this other college, like very recently, that I think I might go to, but
Like on the way down to this room.
Yeah, like on the-
she.
it's been in my head for like a week. But I just don't know. It's in Nebraska, so we'll see. We don't know yet. We're just gonna stick to Fort Hayes for now.
Haley.
Okay. Did you say it like that? Okay. Right now I would like to be a nurse, and I haven't. Okay, so I'm a CNA right now, and I look forward to going to clinicals because I just like love working with people, and I also love how flexible it is. Like you could go any area, and I'm not a type of person like I get so bored so fast. So I like fast-paced things that aren't like you're not doing the same thing every day. So I like that, and I shadowed ultrasound earlier, and I think if I didn't go into nursing, I would go into that because I loved it. But I just liked working with the moms. So my favorite thing right now is like labor and delivery nurse or like peds. But I just like loved that area. Mm-hmm. So I think I'm going to go to K-State. I love K-State, and I don't know, I like being in new places and meeting new people. So I think it'll be good to meet new people and not like stay in Hayes for me. Yeah.
Kallyn, do you
I feel like that was bad.
I was gonna add on to yours is that nursing. If you want to be an OB nurse for 2 years, great, and then you can switch and be a peds nurse, or like
that's
you
what
get
I
tired
love
of
about
that.
it.
You can go be an ICU nurse.
You
like
can travel too.
Yeah,
traveling would be so fun. That's like one of my biggest goals is to
Oh,
like
yeah.
travel, especially like
I think I want to be an international traveling.
I think international travel would be so cool to like go help people in like other countries.
Oh yeah.
But I also like I'm not a type of person I could never do like business or anything like that because I like being able to like get out of school and like know what my career is. Like it has like a set career behind it.
Yeah.
And I have to have a job like that because not having a job like that or like a major like that would stress me out like
Yeah, I
business, and
wouldn't
it's
know
like
what to
okay, like
do.
what do you do now? Like you have to decide what you want to do or what you want to go into. And that's good for some people, but I'm just like I need like a set plan.
Some people like that like broadness. I
I can't do that
no,
either.
Yeah.
I need it just to tell me what to do. Kallyn, do you know what you want to plan
That's a
on?
sore subject for Kallyn.
I know.
That actually is a really sore subject because I took a test, a major test, or like a quiz
Mm-hmm.
through Fort Hayes, and Hannah and Haley took the same quiz. And you know what they got? Like nursing, health. Do you know what I got? Every career possible. It was like law, nursing, accountant, business, leadership, marketing.
I
And
was telling Kallyn the other day, I think one place I could like 100% see her in is like sports media.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
imagine me marrying an NFL player.
Oh.
See,
What if you
that's
married
my
Kallyn? You could so
brother.
be an NFL wife though. I can see it.
Long-term goal. Who
But
knows?
like sports media, that would just like, I mean, look at what we're doing right now. Like you eat this kind of thing up, and I just think you would do great in like sports media and like anything creative like that. Like I don't know if I could see you working like a 9 to 5. Like
I
Yeah.
could
Set
not
job.
do a corporate office job. I think I would go insane.
yeah,
Oh,
me
yeah.
either.
But my other career, because I think that's fun, I'm in between that and like fashion management marketing because I love all things clothes and everything to
I
do
could
with
see you
that.
doing both. You could honestly like probably find a job that combines both types of
Just
things.
become an influencer.
Honestly, that's where I'm headed. I don't know anything else.
Get this podcast blown up.
Watch it.
Watch it. Don't worry, baby.
No,
I'll
but if I
post
needed
it.
like a set field, I like SLP, which is like your speech language, because I love like peds. I wanna
Kallyn
do
is very
that.
good with kids. I've seen
I
her.
love working with kids.
You would kind of like not suspect it sometimes, but
What's that supposed to mean?
take it as you will.
Okay.
But like when Kallyn works very well with kids. Like I've seen her babysit, and like you actually like you have like a separate mind for working with kids. Like your normal personality, and then when you work with kids, like you just like have like natural like language and like how to like discipline them and things
Did
like
you
that.
watch me babysit?
Well, not like watch you, but like I watch you from your private story, and you just like it's like natural.
Haley's outside the window. She has such a special gift. Just like sitting there.
No, I think like deep down in my heart, I was meant to be a teacher, but I don't want that teacher salary. So.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, can we, like, teachers need to get paid way
You know, like the teachers
more.
that are watching
They
this right
literally
now.
make the people
Yeah.
who they are.
I
Like,
know.
they
So
make rich
grateful.
people.
I
Yeah.
wish teachers got paid more because I think
They
teachers
deserve
are
to be paid
awesome.
so much more.
They deserve it, but I don't think. And I would want to be an elementary school teacher.
They put up with so
The
much.
kids are really mean in elementary now, and they're like,
Oh yeah.
I don't think I could do it.
I feel like most of the teachers too that go into like teaching have like are like so passionate about their jobs too. Like they're not just working like 8 a.m. to 5. Like
They're,
they
like,
go home.
big-hearted.
They go home and they think about like their kids and they think about everything.
Oh yeah, and think about like high school teachers. They don't work from like 8. Like they go home and they're still grading papers and like things like that, and then they put like their own money towards like activities to do during class or like things like
They'll,
that.
like bring like treats or stuff to class and it's like
Yeah.
that just came out of their money.
They shape the future of our
Oh,
country.
100%.
Like, I don't understand how they don't get paid more. And the like traumatizing emotional things that like could go on to them
Uh-huh.
so much. I'm
Especially
like,
today's day and age.
how? Like people, the way people treat them. Like
Mhm.
I hate seeing like people be mean to teachers or like
Ugh.
make fun of them or something. And I'm like, oh my God, like stop. They're literally
Because they put their like heart and soul
Yeah.
into teaching you and like being passionate about
Yeah.
something so that you can be a better person in the future.
yeah.
People who are like truly disrespectful to teachers make me so mad.
Yeah.
It's
Me
just
too.
like grow up. Do I like all my like teachers? Like, do we all get? Actually, I get along with like pretty much all my teachers except one.
I know you're
There's just like one teacher where, like me and him just like butt heads, which is fine. Like that you don't have to get along with everybody, but I'm not gonna like completely like disrespect him as a teacher and things like that. Like he's still doing his job.
What is that
Is this our sign to wrap it up? 'Cause
Yeah.
we're at a solid 36 minutes right now.
Oh my god.
I just could talk about like the future and also I could talk about my childhood forever.
Yeah, that is true.
I think, I don't know. I really like the quote that's like grateful for like what I've been through, but excited for where I'm going. I think
You don't
it's
have to like
so
look back
fun.
and be like, I mean, freshman year I don't like love who I was. I was kind of like
But it,
awkward
like,
and
made you who you are.
But, like, I
You've
don't,
learned
like,
from it.
I have to look back and be like, oh my God, I hated my freshman self. Like it's like it was a learning experience. I think everything's just like has to happen to like make you who you are.
Everything's
Mm.
meant to happen for a reason.
Like
If I could give one piece of advice to everyone who's watching, be yourself. Like, if you know me, I'm a little bit of a weirdo. I'm loud. I'm probably obnoxious to most people, but I never care. Like, I just keep continuing to be loud and obnoxious
Yeah.
because that's who I am, and I'm not gonna. Don't change for
I think
other
you're a
people to
lot,
like you.
Like more happy with your life when you're not trying to fit into like a little box for
Yeah.
everyone else.
And you're
I-
gonna fall where you fit in.
Uh-huh.
Like eventually, it's all gonna work out.
I agree with Cameron. If you know me, I'm very weird. Like I'm known as a weird person. I don't understand why people are friends with me. Like I'm so weird. But I was talking about with one of my friends, Madigan, the other day of like how grateful
Dude,
I
just
was
get
that I
Madigan
became
in here.
Madigan. Like how
Where you
grateful I
at?
am to be friends with her because her and I like she's opened me so much more up to like weird little things that her and I both are interested in, and we annoy the crap out of everyone else in our friend group. But it's so much fun just getting to do what you like and not care because at the end of the day, it like truly like it will never matter. Like I hate saying the phrase like you're gonna die, it doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
that seems morbid, but it's like no, like truly just live your life because it's gonna end. And like you're sitting on your deathbed, what would you have wished you'd done with your life?
Yeah, and you're gonna, and like people in high school, you're gonna leave. Like you're probably never gonna
That's what
see
I was
these
thinking
people
about, like,
again.
I don't like have any like anyone in specific in mind, but like every now and then I see like some people who graduated 2 years ago and they'll like pull up on my Instagram feed. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I literally don't
Like,
even
you
remember.
hardly
Like
exist.
nobody
Yeah.
remembers. Like you go to college and you find your like new set of friends and you start your own life and it
And
just
like
doesn't matter.
me and Lillian were on a walk the other day, and I think we started like talking about this. Like it does not matter. Like I can't tell you a single person who is like homecoming queen or like prom queen or like things like those things. Like truly, people like think of them way too big. I think, and it's not that important. And it doesn't say who you are as a character and as a person. Like I get actually a little bit like to know that your class likes you. I think is like nice to know, but it doesn't define you. And don't let people define you. You define you. That's like one of my biggest things. Like, be yourself.
I think that was a perfect way to end it. Got a little emo, got a little deep.
Thanks for watching.
Everything. Thanks so much for joining me in this.
Can you just like focus on Lily and do that?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Thanks so much for joining me in this fine second hour of GPS. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.
Thank
As
you.
always, see you later. Night. Sleep well. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Life is so long,